You want to learn how I saved more than $4,500 in less than 6 months? Then keep watching and stay tuned because I'm going to share with you guys how much debt I have and how I plan to pay it off and how quickly I'm going to pay it off. So stay tuned because all that's coming up next. Hey guys, it's Rachel Stewart with Spend Smart, Live Happy. Thank you so much for checking in today. I want to give you guys an update on the video I did titled How I'm Going to Save $4,500 in Less Than 6 Months. I'm going to put a link to that video in the description box below, so check that out if you haven't seen it. But I'm going to give you guys an update today. So the big question is, did I save $4,500 in less than 6 months? Well, I am happy to report to you that not only did I save $4,500, I exceeded my goal by $1,000. I saved $5,500 in the last 5.5 months. Money that I saved went towards paying for my wedding and also installing my killer garden I got out back now, which if you haven't seen the videos on that, check those out. I can put a link to that in the description box below as well. And I had some very special guests who came and helped me set up my garden. It was John Kohler from Growing Your Greens and Josh Cunnings from Boogie Brew. So anyways, moving on, how did I do it? How did I save the $5,500 in less than 6 months? Well, I'm going to tell you. What I did was basically completely change everything. The way that I consume, making products at home. I went through my budget and looked at every single line item and looked at these things and asked myself, honestly, is this a luxury expense or is this a necessity? Or, if it's a necessity, is there any way that I can reduce that budget item? And I got rid of my Massage Envy membership. I got rid of my Hulu membership. Did a number of things like that, eliminated these unnecessary expenses to try to save money wherever I could. And you might think, oh, well, that Hulu membership's only $12 a month or whatever it is, but that $12 plus the $50 membership here and the $75 membership there, all of those things add up to where before you know it, you're spending hundreds of dollars a month just on these various memberships and clubs that you might not even actually use or go to. I mean, most people who have gym memberships don't actually go to the gym, and that's the sad thing. And they're just wasting that money. It's just going down the drain. And I have done that too, so I totally understand. I'm not judging anybody. That's what I'm doing right now, is completely changing my life and the patterns and the things that I do to be more frugal, to be more self-sustained, to be more grateful for the things that I have and get more value out of the things that I have, quality versus quantity, all of that good stuff. And some other things that I did to save that $4,500 in less than 6 months was I have busted my butt. Anything that I could think of that I could do for somebody else to make additional money above and beyond what I make at my 9 to 5. And I've done that. I mean, I've done meal prepping for people. I've sold my artwork. I have done marketing for people. You just you gotta get creative. You gotta think outside the box. What are your skills? What are your talents? What do you have to offer? What's something that you could do that somebody else might be interested enough in that they're willing to pay you money to do it? And it's something that you love. It's something that you would have already been doing in your free time anyways. So that's how I do it. I mean, people ask me all the time, holy cow, Rachel, you are so busy. How do you do all the things that you do? And, honestly, a lot of the stuff that I do, like YouTube or these side businesses, things that I do to try to pay off this debt and make extra money, well, I do it because these are things that I would be doing on my weekend anyways. I mean, I love to cook and I love to paint and I like making YouTube videos. I like the creativity in that and I like connecting with people. It fulfills a social need. It's all of these things are things that I enjoy doing. So it's really not painful. So those are going to be the two best ways I think that you could save a lot of money like I have. And that's by cutting costs wherever you can. Just getting realistic. If you have a lot of debt like I do, then you have to be realistic and you have to really think hard. can you justify that Massage Envy membership, you know? And if you've got tons of debt, no, you can't. Like, so you got to cut costs where you can, and then you got to get creative and get to work. Money doesn't grow on trees. You're not just going to find all this money that you need. Maybe you'll get lucky and win the lottery, or maybe you'll inherit a bunch of family money. Most of the time, you got to work your butt for it. So that's what I've been doing, and that's what I'm going to keep doing. Now I am going to reveal to you, dun dun dun, I can't believe I'm going to say this on the internet, but I'm going to tell you how much debt I have. For all of my money that I've been saving this last 6 months, all of that has been going towards paying for my wedding. My wedding's done, so now it's, okay, let's regroup. What are my new goals? How do I want to move forward? And then get to work to make it happen. And I now, you know, I'm in a better financial position, and I'm doing lots of things to make extra money, so it's a really good time to totally hit the debt hard and get it paid off once and for all. Debt is like a giant black cloud, and it just hangs over your head. And you know, I reached a point where it's like I had been making debt payments for so long that it's just like become a way of life. It's like just part of my budget, you know, $75 to this credit card company, or $35 to this credit card company, and you know, here's my car loan payment, and these different things, student loan payments. It just becomes like a way of life. But if you add up the amount of money that you're paying each month to creditors, it, like, at least if you have as much debt as me, it blows my mind. Like, when I actually added it all up and I thought about what I could be doing with that money if it wasn't going to these people who are taking 50% of it in interest. So I called all my creditors, I got all the balances on everything and added it all up. I've got it all into some Excel spreadsheets on my computer. But what I realized was that I have $45,000 in debt. $45,000. Not $4,500, $45,000. That is a lot of debt. A lot of things got me to this point. Started out in college, had a baby, I became a single mom, and I didn't really have enough money to buy essentials and different things like that. Just trying to make ends meet at that time was very difficult. So here I get these credit card offers in the mail. They're super enticing, and I think, okay, well, that'll help, you know, and I'll get a job, and then I'll start working, I can pay it back. I had fully good intentions. Got the credit cards, and then, you know, life happened, and the hard times hit. I didn't really have the money, but I wanted these other things. They weren't needs, but wants, and I thought, oh, well, I'll just use the credit card and I can pay it back later. You know, I fully believed that I was gonna pay it back. And then, before you know it, your balance gets really high, and then you get another enticing credit card offer that says, all you have to do is do a balance transfer from any other credit cards to our credit card, and we'll give you 0% interest rate for 1 year. Something to that effect, right? I'm sure you've maybe gotten one of those before too if you have any kind of debt. So I think, oh, easy solution. I'll transfer it to that card, and then I will pay it back within less than a year, and I'll save money. I won't have to pay the interest. Well, that's not how it works out, or how it worked out for me, and probably not how it works out for most people. And that's what the credit card companies are banking on. So you get the new card, you transfer your balance there, and then what do you do with the old one? The good solution? Cut it up maybe? Don't use it? Put it somewhere where it's out of sight, out of mind? But no, I racked that one up. Now I've got 2 credit cards with maxed out balances or high balances. And you just see how it snowballed for me. And then, you know, I went to college and I took out student loans, and then I bought a car. And not that I bought any kind of super fancy car, but you know, a car with a $16,000 car note or something, and you take a loan out on that, and it just all adds up. So when it's all said and done, $45,000. But the good thing is that I'm taking responsibility for that. I know what's happened over the last 10 years that I was a single mom and built up this debt and going to school and all of that. Well, the important thing is that you just learn from these mistakes, and You accept, like, forgive yourself and accept that that was then and this is now. And at any moment, you can choose to change your path. You can choose to change how you spend and how you consume and what you do. And you don't have to be a victim and you don't have to be a slave to this debt. A lot of people would love to, quit their jobs or move to a new state or retire or do any of these types of things, and they can't because of debt. That's sad that the people are living in a way that maybe isn't their dream life. That's not what they really want, but they're stuck. And that's where I've been for like 10 years. Like, I'm a slave to this debt. It's just always there, like a big black cloud. And all this money is going every month towards these bills. And I could be taking that money. I could be saving for retirement. I could be saving for my daughter's college. I could be taking trips like around the world. There's all kinds of things I could do with that money. But no, I'm shipping it off to all these creditors. So I've set a very ambitious goal. I've looked at the numbers, I've looked at the available excess income that I have every month based on the excess income from my job and the extra income that I bring in through my side businesses. I think it's super aggressive but very doable that I can pay off this debt in 20 months. I'm going to try to pay off $45,000 in 20 months. That's crazy. So I am super motivated and I'm going to take you on this journey with me. I'm going to give you updates. I'm going to share with you how I'm saving money, and that's what this channel is all about. Check out my other videos, my playlist. I've got videos on how to make products homemade, cleaning products, beauty products. I talk a lot about minimalism, just getting rid of the excess and the waste, and living a more frugal life, being more natural, eating healthy food, growing your own food, all of that stuff. And I'm going to take you on this journey, and I'm going to report to you how I'm doing, my successes, my failures, and I want to hear about what you're doing. Leave in the comments below. Tell me about your financial journey. Did you pay off a lot of debt, or are you in the process of paying off a lot of debt? What did you find most helpful? Remember, guys, that I do a Friday feature and I do a shout out to one of my viewers and I share a comment that was made or answer a question, things like that. So I am one-track mind at this point. I am going to do whatever it takes. I am going to work as hard as I have to. I don't care how many hours it takes. I don't care how hard I have to work. I want this. I don't want to be someone who's a slave to debt anymore. I don't want to be burdened by this. I want to have total financial freedom. Other than maybe mortgage on the house, I don't want to have any debt. I want to go buy my next car and buy it cash like my husband's always done. That blew my mind when I got together with him and he told me that he bought his car cash, like a nice car. And I was so impressed by that. I found that so admirable that, he would be so frugal and money smart. He's not going to take out a loan for something. He's not going to buy something that he can't afford. And he didn't. He bought a car that he could afford, and a nice car. And he owns it free and clear. He doesn't owe any bank. He doesn't make any car note. I make a car note. I want to change that. I want to be that person who can walk into a dealership and be like, bam, there's $16,000, $20,000. Let me buy my car, or don't be a slave to your debt. And don't be limited by your income. Get creative. Seriously, think about it. What do you have to offer? And I know you have something. Everybody has something to offer. Everybody. And if you just think outside the box, get motivated, and then do your homework, do your research. So please don't forget to comment and let me know about your story, your journey, where you're at, if you want to join me on this journey. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button if you found value in my content today and want to hear more things like this. If you want to stay tuned to see if I can do it, can I pay off $45,000 in 20 months? Well, you're going to have to subscribe to find out. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And please check back in every Friday and Sunday. I'm posting new videos. I will try to throw some at you in between there, but definitely I'm going to at least commit to Fridays and Sundays. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.